with Christopher Gerteisen this morning from Nova Minerals. Christopher, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Great to be with you.
Good to be speaking. Look, major milestone you've announced here for the Estelle project with the phase 2 scoping study. Just firstly, give us a bit of a top-level overview as to what it's revealed.
Big milestone for us. We've now, with this phase 2 scoping study being released, we've wrapped up our PEA level studies for this project, right? So this is an important milestone, and it's all uphill from here. So what the study has shown is that, of course, we've now included, with this phase 2, we've included Corbel and the very high-grade RPM deposit. And so what this has shown is a $650 million NPV. That's at an $1,800 gold price now. At current gold spot price, that would be $1 billion NPV. Just to note, 53% internal rate of return. And the real kicker for me, anyway, is the 11-month payback period, which is just very, if not unique, pretty special for a project of this size with a 17+ year mine life. And so, what people really need to understand is what this has done now at the PEA stage is it's helped us, it's given us a greater understanding of the project, and it's helping us now hone in on what's important here as we move into the PFS study, into the PFS stage, with drilling to commence, within the weeks to come.
And as you say, the Cathedral deposit's not included in this study.
It is not included. And so the Cathedral deposit is in that Corbel Valley, very close to Corbel. And we see that as, we had an exciting outcome there. Certainly what seems to be developing there is another Corbel main style deposit at a minimum. Of course, there's some very high-grade rock chips at the surface we still have yet to intersect with drilling. And we consider that low-hanging fruit, something for the years to come, right? So this year, it's all about resources and time. And this year we intend to allocate all of that to the south area of the claims around RPM there. Most of our efforts this year will be to continue to drill at RPM, increase that resource, further prove up the resource and the measured and indicated status. That's where we had these exceptional drill results in the past, 132 meters at 10.1 grams per ton, to name one. I could go on and on with those. They're existing. We now have a target there that we expect to hit more of these bonanza zones at RPM. And then the other objective down south is to put the first drill holes into the Train prospect, which is very close to RPM. And it's an RPM style target. And it seems to be another one of these massive intrusive related gold system. And we are hoping that those results will be as good as RPM, and will establish a third resource at the Estelle Gold Project. And so we'll have Corbel, RPM, and then after this year, we'll have Train as one of our in the resource inventory as well, and to continue to increase the resource, the global resource, to get over that 10 million ounces eventually by the end of the year, as well as continue to prove up more measured and indicated to feed into our PFS.
Just remind us, these deposits, the mineralizations from surface, so suitable here for straightforward open pit mining, are they?
Indeed. In fact, it's pretty special, very blessed here. Mostly outcropping virgin country, doesn't require expensive deep searching exploration techniques. It's this is why our cost per discovery ounce is so low. It's about $3.50 as it currently stands. And the reason for that is, old school methods, the geologist, boots on the ground, literally kicking up new finds every day. Everything that we've seen so far, we see on the surface, we discover on the surface, open pittable. That said, they extend, they're open at depth. So who knows what the future holds to go underground on some of these deposits as we move forward and we get into production.
And you have started on some of the PFS work already, have you?
Yeah, so our environmental studies have been going on for over a year now. That includes hydrology, wetlands, the required fish studies, rock geochemistry, all those type of things, which will feed into the PFS, as well as now we're starting that next level of metallurgical test work. Remember, one of the things about these deposits that we have here is very clean metallurgy. You know, a lot of deposits in the world, you got some great resources, but you can't get the gold out. Whereas here, we found the gold very easily liberated with a very simple, conventional, off the shelf technology, proven flow sheet. And in our flotation, we get over 95% recovery. In our leach circuit, over 96% recovery at the PEA stage. Now that we're going to be honing in on some of these items in our flow sheet, we believe those numbers are only set to improve as we go forward.
Well, look, you've said the year ahead, that's about resource growth. Have you said when you might start turning your attention to the start of mining here?
Yeah, so our current schedule, we'll see what the outcome of this year's drilling program is, but our current schedule has us doing the PFS by next year. However, depending on results this year, and if Train, we find a third resource at Train, and RPM continues to grow and remain wide open, we may extend that for another year of drilling. That is yet to be determined, but I should throw that out there, yet to be determined. And then so with PFS coming out, then straight into the we'll go into permitting, and then we'll concurrently be doing the bankable feasibility study. I would expect that we would want to be producing by 2028 now. 2028. And one of the reasons for that, Andrew, is that this is on the same timeline as the West Susitna Access Road. And so the West Susitna Access Road project is gaining major momentum here in the state. It's going through the EIS process right now, been funded by the state. They're looking to add additional funds into the budget for early stage engineering. And that schedule currently has to break ground on that road by 2025 and to have that open for business by 2028, which falls right in line with the schedule that I'm talking about in terms of a production for Estelle.
Well, good to speak this morning. Christopher, thanks very much.
Thank you, Andrew. Good to be with you again.